Beautiful day, Bravehearts. It's Dr. Sage Wolf, and I am just out in Melbourne, Australia. I'm going to be leaving here in the next about 4 days to head home for Christmas with the family, which is going to be nice. And then we are starting the world tour again. It's going to begin in Ixtapa, Mexico. We're going to be doing the Wolf Non-Surgical, the Whole Life Coach, and the Pelvic Restoration class for women. And that is going to be like the New World Practitioner training. Why do we want to become a New World Practitioner? We have to, our world is becoming, as you can see it, if you go out, it's becoming more and more toxic on a daily basis. From the things we're putting into our body, the constant EMFs around in our environment. We have to learn what a perfect day is for us and how we can actually implement that. And if it's not with our courses, it has to be with something else. You need some form of a mentor, a guide, just to kind of continue your growth to what you want and what your expectations of a perfect day lifestyle is for yourself. Every day we're doing things, we're stressing out, we're putting ourselves in this sympathetic state where we're not actually feeling like this divine energy come into us, where I'm in that parasympathetic, where I'm releasing my daily dose of those gentle, loving hormones and chemicals that are going to help benefit my body. And that daily dose is going to be that dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. A lot of times we kind of live in that fight or flight sensation, and we're living in that hack where we're releasing that histamine, adrenaline, and cortisol. No matter what your diet can be, and this is why we teach the Whole Life Coach, no matter what your diet can be, it all begins with the belief systems that start within the mind. And so we have to change our perspective on our reality of what is beneficial for me. We got to really try to choose to implement these nice behaviors towards myself, because you don't need disciplinary acts, but good self-love discipline is the highest form of self-love you could give yourself. And so me being disciplined in a way of getting out in the sun every day, doing some form of exercise, moving my body that I was so blessed with being given, and then putting in the right things, putting in the proper hydration, the proper water, putting in the right minerals to supplement what is going on and what kind of ailments I'm struggling with. And so that's what we teach during the Whole Life Coach. And then we feed into the Wolf Non-Surgical, which is I've experienced and I've taught different practitioners from all walks of life, all different platforms, all different types of healing modalities. There is no form like Wolf Non-Surgical. It is more than skin deep. It is a scar tissue issue, causing adhesion buildup within certain areas, from frozen shoulder to carpal tunnel syndrome to endometriosis to bone on bone. It's all a scar tissue issue. That started first within the mind because it was a bad belief. And yes, you could have injured yourself to where your body threw lots of fibrin and fibrous tissue to the area. But I wasn't in a parasympathetic state while I was healing. And so that area ends up calcifying, crystallized tissue, and it's like beef jerky at that point. And then the longer the injury goes on, your body's so smart. It wants to heal itself. It wants to protect it. So it's I'm going to continue trying to protect this by overlaying excess calcium, which it's now stealing mineralization from your body's immune system. You're losing your magnesium and your calcium from your bones, and it's helping buffer down the inflammation into the area by laying down excess scar tissue. So what we do is we go in with our elbow, and we call it tough love, because you've lived in pain for so long. We've had this painful, kind of victimization mentality to where we've allowed ourselves to feed that ailment to a degree. So we need to learn to let go of that mindset that started it. Or if you have been injured, we have excess calcium there regardless. So we have to go in with our elbow. And our elbows, because our hands have become desensitized. We're touching stuff all day, we're grabbing. And so the sensitivity levels that we have with our hands, you just can't do it. But so that's why I teach it with the elbow. And we go in and we lovingly pull that scar tissue apart. We go in, we restructure that tissue. We bring healthy blood and lymph flow back to the area. And then we want to get you on a good alkaline diet, nothing too acidic. That's why we will end up putting the calcium back into the bones of where it stole it from. Because as I was saying before, our bodies are so smart. They're smarter than our minds are. So it's if I'm going to live in pain for so long, I need to buffer down this inflammation somehow So I'm going to start stealing my nutrition, my actual like healthy hormones and chemicals that are benefiting the body. It's going to put me into that hack state where I release that histamine, adrenaline, and cortisol, and I'm binding that tissue up. Because you could have micro tearing. I could move too quick, pull too hard, and I'm going to do micro tears within the tissue. If I had a really alkaline diet and I stayed within my parasympathetic, my body will heal the area to a degree in a healthy form. That's why some people will get injured and they're like good to go. But most people after an injury, they're all angry that they can't do what they want during the day. Then like when you're in the hospital after a surgery, they're giving you ice cream, hardly any good vegetables. It's going to be like anything from the cafeteria, which is going to set off your immune system anyways and create more inflammation, create more scar tissue, create more blockages. That it's like a domino effect of unhealthy healing. So we want to create a perfect day for us. And that starts with the mind, because then it's like, what am I doing on a daily basis? What do I truly need? Then once that perfect day is implemented, it needs to become a routine by those disciplinary acts. And it's self-love stuff, guys. It's not like, it shouldn't be a struggle getting healthy. Because getting healthy should become a part of your lifestyle where it's like, I want to feel vital. I want to feel rejuvenated. I want to feel energized. You deserve to feel this way. We don't deserve to kind of feel like we're in that fight or flight state, like the world's attacking us, nothing's going right. We need to start creating new pathways, new belief systems for us to implement to become that fortified, beautiful spirit that you are, that has come down into this physical body that deserves to get treated right. And then we teach that Wolf Non-Surgical there where I can go in and you, like anybody can learn this. I've taught every ages from the youngest child I taught and certified was 11. The oldest I certified was 87. There is no age limit. And that's the beautiful thing with it. You can go by step by how you feel, but if you're already a practicing practitioner and you already know some form of healing modalities, why are we not adding more tools to our tool belt? There is no time where I feel like progression is going to end for me. I want to constantly change, I want to grow, I want to add, and I want to become a better practitioner for my practitioners, for my students out there, because we are all students on this journey learning. And so the learning should never stop. And so we start off in Ixtapa, Mexico in January. That is going to do the New World Practitioner. Then I'll be back in Melbourne in February to do the Wolf Non-Surgical course. And then from there, I head to Canada, Barrie, Ontario. We're going to do that one in March. And then to Sacramento, California in April. But if you check out Braveheart Nation, you'll see all the times of where we will be training. And if you want to have a little bit better of an idea of it, give me a call. My number is 250-801-5673. You can contact me through WhatsApp. And if you have any questions about Wolf Non-Surgical, about where you're at and what you could do to implement better things into your life, that's what we're here to do. We're here to support you guys on your healing journey. This is not like a one-time fixes all. It's learning to have new beliefs to implement a better lifestyle for myself. And that's why we want to go around. We want to train the world one person at a time. If you're ready to change, that's what Braveheart Nation is for. We want to come together as a beautiful group because there is larger entities out there that are going to constantly try to bring the world down, from feeding us certain things online to seeing what we're watching on a daily basis to what we're putting into our bodies. We're not really living in that parasympathetic state. And yes, it's the new year coming up, and I am not really a huge fan of New Year's resolutions because change your life right now. Don't wait for the new year. Become that right now. And yes, your program might change. Yes, you might fall down. That is totally okay. We're not here to bag on you. You're not here to bag on yourself. You're here to become an enlightened being on a daily basis. But I'm never going to be perfect. I need to strive for perfection. No, it's not achievable, but I'm going to be better tomorrow. And that's all we need to try to focus on, is coming together as a group, coming together as one, spreading the love, spreading the information that we know, because that is what it is all about. So if you're interested, check us out at braveheartnation.com. You'll see where we're off to traveling. Come take one of our courses and become that practitioner, become the healer that you know is within. And then it all just takes but one person to kind of ignite that fire for the family. I hope everybody is having a blessed day. Try to stay in that breath during these holiday times. Things get a little hectic. Other than that, I wish you all the best. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Much love as always.